Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to try something I never did before. And I'm going to try to restore this original pump cap. Now, as you can see, it looks like it's either nickeled or some kind of plating on this. And over the years it's worn off. And this belongs to this pump. And as you can see here, some of this is worn off. What I did before I decided to restore it is, I have this one here that's I'm pretty sure it's a reproduction or current production. As you can see, it's a little different. The stampings are very light, and it's just a little different shape. And this is for, I don't know what model this is for, but this one comes with this plastic insert here that the leather pump cap or whatever cap you're going to put on there, neoprene, goes on, and then this little retaining clip. So I took this apart, I put the leather cap on it, and I replaced the end of it. I guess we'll call this the pump cap, and we'll call this the pump cup. Okay, so I put the new pump cap on. It's a pretty good match. The hole's in a different place. The oil stamp is very small. So what I want to do is see if I can restore this. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean this up a little bit more than it is. So I'm going to take this over to a wire wheel, a very fine wire wheel, and lightly clean this. And I'll bring you back. Alright, so I ran that with the fine wire wheel. Hopefully that shows up. So basically all the plating is removed. No scratches. I think it came out really good. I'm pretty sure it's a nickel plating that was on there. But it really, it just all came off. So we got that. Alright, I'm going to take apart this pump, which sometimes is a pain in the neck, getting this clip off. There you go. I don't know if you heard that little click, but when you get that first little click, you kind of work it around, the rest of them kind of pop up. That's the secret, that little click. And here's another tip. Put your finger here when you start getting to the end, because there's one of these clips somewhere in my garage. I don't know where it is. It flew off. Alright, so we got that off. Then your pump cap will come off. Now, this is a press fit, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can get that off. Let me readjust the camera. Whoa! I'm going to say knock the camera over. Alright, so we're over here at my vise. Let me close this up. You slip this down into your vise or whatever you happen to have. You're not tightening it, see? It's not tight, but you just want to get it close to the tube. Obviously, it's a brass tube. You don't want to crush it. But you want just enough where it supports the bottom retainer. And get yourself a little mallet. This one happens to be plastic. You don't want to be banging on it with metal. And just start tapping it. Boom. Comes out as easy as that. Alright, let's come back over here. So now we have our bottom retainer. On the older ones, this is threaded. And it will thread on here. But like I said, this one is pressed on. So we got that. Then you got the spring. And then you have this cap. Okay? So we'll keep that separate. Now I'm going to clean up the end of this. And see how we can get that to look. And I'll bring it back. Alright. So I got that cleaned up. It actually looks pretty good. I don't know if you're going to see it in the video with the colors. but it's got sort of a goldish hue to it. That's the plating that came off. So it definitely doesn't look like. Now, I don't know what this is. This almost looks like it might be aluminum to me, to be honest with you. Where this looks like it was brass with a plating. And I don't know how they put these on. If I had to guess, I'm going to say these are just pressed on also, but I'm not going to take that off. Okay. Also, I noticed the hole is bigger. All right. So at this point, we're going to take it to the next step. You all ready for this? I'll be right back when I have it set up. So I have you wondering what I'm going to do. Nickel plate it? I wish. So I saw somebody on YouTube. I got to try to remember the link to channel. But he used this Oatly H2O 95 water-soluble tinning flux. And he actually put it on a fountain and polished it, and it looked like nickel plating. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. You know, you're not playing around with chemicals and stuff, although there's chemicals in here, but it just seemed like a quick, down and dirty way to get this back to looking like, I guess they nickel plate it, but I don't believe that I've seen any of them that were really highly polished. I mean, even this one that came as a repro, I wouldn't consider that highly polished. So, we have that. What I have here is just a little piece of wood. We could throw a little aluminum on it. I'm going to pop this on top. Now I'm going to take this over to my vise. Let's get this adjusted. And this is either going to be really, really cool or really, really stinky. I never did it before, so I have my fingers crossed. All right. Are we in focus there? All right. Now, I have some water here. I have a rag. This little piece of a t-shirt. And where's my little acid brush? Okay, that seemed to walk away. Let me go grab that. I just have a little acid brush. Let's get this open. Got that open. Propane torch. I'm just gonna preheat this. Let's see. Ooh, it's working. Get a little hotter. can't see around the other side. Alright, well, let's just see what that looks like. A little water. Wow. Wow, look at that. That worked out pretty good. I didn't get 100% coverage, and I couldn't see the other side. I think there was one thing I forgot to do was actually clean this. I should have cleaned it. So I'm going to run just some steel wool over this, and I'm going to bring you back and we'll hit it again. Hit it with a little 4-aught. Let's see if I can get full coverage. All right, let's see what that looks like. Almost. It's not covering the whole thing. I'm not sure why, but concept there is pretty good. Just rubbing a little steel wool on it. I'll tell you what, that is not bad at all. I'm pretty impressed. Let me mess around with it a little bit more because the camera is right in the way, and I'll bring you back. All right, well, that is pretty impressive. Now I'm going to take this back over to the wire wheel. I'm going to give it a little buff. I also did some on here and hit it with the wire wheel and buffed it, and I think that came out pretty awesome. All right, let me take this over to the wire wheel. So a few minutes on the wire wheel. I'll tell you what, for my first attempt, I am thoroughly impressed with that. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm going to say that that's a restored pump cap. I mean, I think that looks great compared to what it was. Now, you could even buff this on a buffing wheel, but I don't it's like I don't remember ever seeing one totally shiny, but here's a new one. I'm going to guess that this is zinc plated. And the one that I just did with the tin looks a little bit more like nickel plated compared to this. But I'm thoroughly pleased. Yeah, that's a definite improvement. And if you have one of these that are the plating's totally gone, I mean, I think that's a great fix. And it even looks a little, I think I put a little too much. I think one pass over it would have been better. But it kind of gave it that old kind of look, you know. And again, this is just the Oatly water-soluble tinning flux. And again, now it's just tin on there basically. There's like tin powder in there. But yeah, I'm totally impressed. Let's put this pump back together and see what it looks like. Clean everything off. Put your spring on. Now remember, this was a press fit, right? So we're gonna wanna, I can use this little block here. I'll put it on here and just get that soft hammer. And we'll just tap that back on. Oh, look at that. I put the wrong one on there. Woohoo! That's funny. That's how good it looked. That I picked up the wrong one. Doesn't take much. Alright, we got that seated all the way down. Then we put our leather cap on. We get our retaining clip. Remember with the retaining clip, I said when you pop one off, let me get a metal hammer. Give it a little tap. Not too much, just a little bit to kind of push them back down. Boom. Snapped into place. Now look at that, folks. That is cool. I am thoroughly pleased with that. For sure. Oh yeah. Probably could have put a little bit more on there, but you know what? A little bit of wear is nice. Thoroughly pleased. So, Oatly water-soluble tinning flux does the job. I mean, I'd rather have one of these restored that looks original than one of these newer ones, you know? I had a few that were they were kind of nasty, and when you try to clean them, the nickel plating or whatever plating's on there just totally disappears. So now I have an alternative to fix up these old pumps that are in some nasty shape. And of course, you know, very easy to make a leather pump cap. And I've never seen one where the shaft was bad. So yeah, thoroughly impressed. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. If you're into these Coleman restorations, definitely give that a shot. That worked out better than I thought. There was a little learning curve as far as I'm concerned, as far as you heat it up and you got to put a lot of it on and brush it. And you'll see it starts to paint it on. As soon as you see it get painted on, move on to the next spot. And yeah, that worked out great. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And you know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.